I'm going to make my predictions on the playoffs. So here we go. Soup to nuts, top to bottom. Let's start in the Eastern Conference. First round, Celtics will take on the Heat of the Bulls. Boston's going to win that series. Listen, they were 41-11 against the East. All right, they're the deepest team in the league. And Miami now, if they win, Jimmy Butler's all banged up. So that'll be a 4-game series. Next up, Cavs Magic. Magic can't shoot. Meaning, if they fall behind in this series, they're in trouble. I'm going to take Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell will be the best player on the floor. And again, Orlando is not built to come from behind. They may be in the Klay Thompson sweepstakes. They're just not built in a playoff series to come back. And you got to be built and be able to win multiple ways. So I'll take Cleveland there. I'm going to take Milwaukee over Indiana in a 7-game series. I think Giannis will be available the final 3 to 4 games. So the Pacers give up points in the paint. Milwaukee is really, really big and really experienced. And remember, Milwaukee was shocked last year early in the first round of the playoffs, so they got a little revenge on their mind. I think it's a very good series. Indiana's a tough matchup. Indiana's going to be a really good team in the East, like OKC in the West going forward. I think they'll lose in 7 games because Giannis will return. And when Giannis and Dame are humming, it's the number 2 duo in the NBA. So I'm in the minority here. I like the Sixers over the Knicks. I think New York is very Jalen Brunson dependent. And right now, the hottest team in the league is Philadelphia. And let's be honest, they were 32-8 when Embiid played. And they have a second star in Maxey. So, I think it's going to be a really good series, but Philadelphia's got more good players. And at the end, they'll have arguably the best player in the series, although Jalen Brunson certainly deserves some discussion. He's a great player now. And, all right, then we go to the next round. I'm going to take Boston over Cleveland. Again, easiest team. They average almost 5 more threes a game than Cleveland. So even if Boston doesn't play particularly well, they shoot the ball well. And in playoff games, that ability on an off quarter or an off half to shoot your way to respectability or back in, that's one of the many things Boston does well, better than Cleveland. Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Bucks, Philadelphia, 76ers. Because I think, let's be honest about Milwaukee. They haven't played well since Doc Rivers got there. They're under 500. So they're not humming. I give them the win over Indiana mostly because of experience and size, but they wouldn't have the big size advantage over Philadelphia. So I think Philadelphia finally, Maxey has become now a legitimate 1A, 2. Tobias Harris, you got little Buddy Hield, Nicholas Batum. Got a good roster. They're playing well, good roster. And then Boston, I think, extinguishes Philadelphia very quickly. That could be a sweep. I don't think that's particularly great matchup. And I think I feel pretty strongly about most of those picks. Milwaukee, Indiana. If Giannis doesn't play the first 3 games, then we got a different story. My guess is he is healthy. They sit him for the first game or 2. Milwaukee draws a split. They feel good about it and go on to win the last couple of games. All right, we go out west. Thunder and the Pelicans or the Heat. Listen, OKC is going to win this. They're a better team, first of all. And they've beaten those teams, the Kings and the Pelicans, in 4 straight games. So they also have the best player in that series with SGA. So that matters when you get into a series best player, OKC. I'm going to take the Mavericks over the Clippers. We don't know if Kawhi is going to play. And Dallas has really improved defensively. It's not the offense, it's defensively. Also, Dallas has been playing well since the All-Star break, and the Clippers right now have a lot of questions, and they're just kind of a murky team right now. I'm going to take Dallas. T-Wolves, Suns, this is a tough one. I'm going to go Suns. They were 3-0 against the T-Wolves. They match up well. Listen, I get KD and Booker, and Beal has played his best basketball of the season late. Grayson Allen, not that he had a renaissance, but has been better than we all thought off the bench. I think they're going to shoot their way. I like Ant. Ant's not a great shooter. He's a great scorer. So I think the shooting, the perimeter excellence here, they beat him 3 times this year. I'll go Suns. That's an interesting series. Lakers, Denver. I think the Lakers match up with them, but the best player in the series is going to be Jokic. And who are we kidding here? They were 3-0 against the Lakers. In fact, let me check here. They've won 8 straight against the Lakers. Most of them have been close. But an older Laker team with high altitude, nope. I'm going to take him in 5, Denver. Let's go back to the top. I'm going to take Dallas over OKC. The reason being, Luka's having his best defensive season, and the Thunder are, they're just too young. Second least experience in the NBA playoffs. Could be a very fun series. I think Indiana in the East and Oklahoma City in the West are going to have a great 6-7 years. I just don't think they're quite ready yet. And outside of the bubble season, young teams can struggle in the playoffs. Suns Denver is interesting. I think Phoenix can give Denver some issues, and they'll shoot their way to a couple of wins. But in the end, I'm going to take Denver. Best player on the floor is Jokic. But I will say, Bradley Beal and Grayson Allen's emergence makes this really tasty. And remember, the Suns had a very tough late-season schedule, and they aced it. So Phoenix is healthy. Beal's finally playing great. Phoenix-Denver is tasty. That's a 6-gamer, and Phoenix shoots their way to a couple of wins. I'm going to take Denver over Dallas. I just think overall they're the better team. Big argument there. Again, entertaining. I think Phoenix, though, may give Denver more trouble than Dallas because of matchups. And then we have the Nuggets and the Celtics in the finals. The deepest team in Boston. To me, the greatest player in the world in Jokic. I think it is a 6-game series. I'll take Denver. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.